When it comes to getting new clients, how do you turn a $1,000 client into a $10,000 client? My name is Merrill Taylor with Tax Tutor, and if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons below. Let's talk about client acquisition and how that really works. So I started my business about 7 years ago, and it was completely focused on tax services. And so I'd go through the tax season and I'd make some good money, but then outside of tax season, I didn't really have much work to do and not much money coming in. So I thought, oh, you know what? I'm going to start a bookkeeping business as well so that I have more even money coming in. And the thing that I found that as I started that bookkeeping business, I had a really hard time bringing in clients. I'm not the best salesman, and I had difficulty trying to convince people that they needed bookkeeping services. However, over on the tax side, that side was growing like crazy and was doing really well. And so as I took a look at it, I thought, okay, why is this? Why is it so easy to grow a tax business, but it's hard to grow a bookkeeping business? And as I looked at it, I realized it was the mindset of people. It was the mindset of the people that I was talking to, specifically the business owners. Because when you do bookkeeping, you're doing bookkeeping for a business owner. When you do taxes, we focus on doing taxes for business owners as well. Well, in the minds of those business owners, they knew that they needed the tax services. The tax was very important to them. Getting in trouble with the IRS and the potential of going to jail was a very good motivator for them to file their tax returns. However, there's really nobody looking at their bookkeeping and saying, if you don't get your bookkeeping this month, you're going to jail. There's really low motivation other than them just understanding that bookkeeping is a very valuable service and helps them actually run their business. So with that in mind, I thought, okay, people really want the tax services, but they don't understand what the bookkeeping services are. So we started focusing on that. We went back to focusing on the tax services, providing a service that people want and providing the service that people need. And then as we started working on the taxes, we would recognize that there were issues with the bookkeeping. Since we now had this relationship of trust with that client, that we were doing their taxes, they trusted us to do that, we could then go to them and say, hey, you know, I noticed in your books that your bank account balance is negative according to QuickBooks or whatever their accounting software is. When your bank account balance is negative, that means you owe money to the bank. Do you owe money to the bank? They'll say, well, no, I don't owe any money to the bank. They say, well, there seems to be an issue with your bookkeeping here. I think we need to get in there and clean some things up. And then we would get this engagement. We would get paid extra. Cleaning up their books is not part of tax preparation. Tax preparation is tax preparation. So cleaning up their books now became a bookkeeping job for us. So then we would go in and clean up their books. And then once that was all done and they felt good about it, tax returns were finished, maybe that process was difficult to go through because now we had to go back and do that for an entire year, and it caused pain and frustration and difficulty going through that process and trying to sort everything out. So now that taxpayer, that client was kind of in pain from that scenario, from their own doing, from not doing their own bookkeeping, it was then much easier for us to go in and say, hey, you know what? Would you like to save all this pain and frustration next year? If you hire us to help you do your books every month, then every month your books will be complete. And by the time we get to the tax return, we can just prepare your tax returns. Plus, as we go through and help you with that, we can give you ideas to help you save money on taxes and actually be proactive rather than reactive. Because by the time we get to preparing the tax returns and cleaning up the books for the prior year, we have already missed all of our opportunities to help them save on tax. So they go from just an annual tax return to a monthly bookkeeping client where we're helping them with their books, with their record keeping, and then ultimately with their tax returns. And it turns it from just being a compliance, from just helping them stay out of jail by preparing their tax returns, and now turns us into more an advisory role where we're actually advising them. We're showing them what's going on inside their books. We're helping them spot trends before they become an issue. We're helping them learn ways that they can save money on tax as we go through the year, rather than missing all the opportunities because we're now preparing taxes and bookkeeping in the prior year. And that all stems from bringing on somebody, providing a service that they want and need, starting with the tax, charging them $1,000 for that, and then turning them into a monthly bookkeeping client where you can charge them $500 or $750 or $1,000 a month or more to help them with that bookkeeping. So that's how we turn a $1,000 tax client into a $10,000 tax and bookkeeping client, and better help our client through the process where they then feel much better about the services we're providing and how we are helping them. Yeah, and if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button below.